Hey, welcome to another episode. We're going to get right into this. Today, we're going to be talking about how I personally organize myself, and hopefully, some of the things that I talk about for myself can help you in your business and personal life. First, if this video helps you out with your business, please like it and share it with your friends. Sit down with a member of your family or a friend who you're close with, someone else who's starting a business or is running a business or is trying to grow a business. Sit down with them, watch it together, get out a piece of paper, take some notes, and work on your business during this video. Today we're going to be talking about something very special and one of my favorite topics. I love to be organized. I remember as a little kid, I was 3 or 4 years old, and I had like 2,000 cars, like little tiny those little push around cars, and I love to play with them. What I do is most kids would like throw them at each other, and most kids would run them around the house and stuff like that. No, what I would do is I would organize them. I have pictures of this. My mom took pictures of me as a little kid, and I had thousands of cars, and they were all lined up in perfect order by color, by car, and they were all just lining my room. And I love to organize them. I love to organize my closet. I love to organize. And when I started to run a business, I just figured I figured this out, that it's all about organization. Who is the most organized? He who is the most organized wins. So I want to talk about organization, and I think everything applies to your business as well as your personal life. So I want to start out talking about your priorities and my priorities, and focus this on myself, and maybe we might have some similarities. With myself, I focus on these priorities. These are my personal priorities. Personal development, number one. Number two, relationships. Number three, business. And number four, fun. And I love to remember these and keep them in order as I plan out my day, as I plan out different things that I want to accomplish in my life. And inside of each of these categories, inside of each of these four things, I have different categories like my faith, my family, uh, different people, different relationships that I want to develop. I have them specifically in here. I have specific businesses. I'm currently with 3 businesses right now, and I have each of those in priority. And then fun things that I want to do and who I want to do them with. Um, that goes under number four. And I always ask myself, what do I want to do? What do I actually want to do? I served an LDS mission, and I went over to Spain, and I remember the whole time I was thinking, why? What do I actually want to do? Do I want to be here? Why do I want to be here? What am I doing with my life? And when I asked myself why, I got down to the essence of things, and I actually found out um, better how to do the things that I wanted to do and what to do. So that is crucial. You need to line out what are your things, what are your priorities in your order. Are they going out to fast food restaurants, going to nightclubs, and going and uh, talking with your girlfriend? I mean, you need to line those out, your priorities, and then you can see where your life is going. If that's where your priorities are, or if your priorities are uh, that you want to focus on having this sustained job, as well as having a little business off to the side, as well as developing a relationship with your wife and with your kids. You need to decide the order that they come in, and then base your schedule around that. So after I have my priorities in line, then I can make my schedule. And this is more of a rough draft. It's always adaptable according to my circumstances and my week. I have a week that I plan out, and every week is almost the same unless I'm traveling, and unless a special occasion comes up. What I have on my schedule is more or less what I do each day, and on a video later on, I'll describe my week. But this is a typical day. I have my miracle morning. I've talked about the book Miracle Morning before. I would definitely recommend it. It talks about how to get your miracle morning. I go through a series of prayer, exercise, breakfast, shaving, um, and while I'm doing these activities, I'm listening to different materials. I'm listening to the scriptures, to finances, to personal development, all these different things. And this is centered on my personal development. See, I put number one. That's my number one priority, that I want to focus on my personal development, because I know when I'm 100%, then I'll be 100% in all the categories. I can't focus on other people first because I'll be drained out. I need to focus on myself, and then I'll be able to help other people. So then number two, I focus on my number one business right now. From 7 to 12 for 5 hours, I work on connections. It's a self-help business, and I work on that for 5 hours. And then I work on my, I go to the next category. I go to the next section of my day, which is lunch. I have an hour for lunch. And what I usually do, I either have someone there with me and I'm talking with them about life, about how they are, and it's not frivolous things. They're not. I used to watch a ton of sports and now I don't really. I like to talk about the meat of life, what's actually going on, fears, successes, different ideas that they have, opinions. So I focus either on a relationship or I'm studying business. I like to listen to a lot of different things, and YouTube is my favorite resource for finding new materials to listen to. Then I move on to the next step, the next point of my day. I focus on an hour of St. George country dancing. That's another business that I own, and I only need to spend an hour on it. I don't need to spend 5 hours on it. I could if I wanted to, and I don't have that many hours in my day. So I spend an hour there working on different things and projects. Then the next step, from 2 to 5, usually maybe 2 to 6, 2 to 4, depending on the day. I work on life education. This business. I'm working to help entrepreneurs like yourself and other people who want self-help and progress in their business and their personal lives. And I work on that for 3 hours, give or take an hour or so. And then at night, usually it depends on the day again, but usually I spend time with friends, or I spend time doing an activity from my church, or just some activity where I'm going out and I'm meeting people. I'm out of the house, and I'm spending time, quality time with other people, and I'm centering on relationships and fun. And I believe that that is very important. That's a priority in my life. It doesn't have to be in yours. It is in mine. I find joy in that. I think that that's one of the purposes of life, is to um, spend time with other people and quality time with that. So that's a priority that I've made. It hasn't always been like that. I think that that's been the past 5 months or so. I've incorporated this part into my life. Before, it was work 100% of the time. From when I woke up, I was listening to business books, getting ready, and I'd straight work, and I'd take an hour to eat lunch, take an hour, maybe an hour to eat dinner, and I'd be studying the whole time, and I'd go to bed studying and working, and then I'd wake up and do the exact same thing. And it was fun for me. It was honestly fun. Some people might say that sounds torturous. Well, that was my priority. Number one was business, and that was the only priority I had. So you need to know your priorities. Again, then to finish off my night, I end my night with a miracle night. I kind of just coined the term off miracle morning. And what I do is I schedule my following day for 30 minutes, plan out things I want to do, different exercises, and exercises in business as well as working out, obviously. And then I obviously brush my teeth, and I read for about 15 minutes, and then I say some prayers, and then I go to bed. So that's my schedule. I mean, this has drastically changed my life. Drastically. Having a schedule just allows me to control my time, allows me to be the owner of my time. One of my friends told me that I need to master and own my time, and having a schedule allows me to do so. So if this video is helpful, please subscribe to this channel. We're going to get a video out almost every single day. That's my plan going forward, and we want to give the best quality content. We want to be the best channel on the internet, on YouTube, for entrepreneurs and self-help. That is our goal. Please help us, follow us, and we'll see you next time.